With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Vick now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Vick. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Vick nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. At the 23-yard line.
Good. 20. 52 right here. 52. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
third down. Mayfield got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll drop this off to Jim Brown, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield with it once more. And he whips that one incomplete there. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's a run with Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Regular. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, exit.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mike 52. Man. Pistol. I got you. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, Alpha. Watch out.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good thing. 180. Hey, alert 33. King. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. 55, 55.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run now with Brown. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Check 31, check 31. Alert, 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 alert. My God.
Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's go now. Let's go. I got you.
3rd and short yardage, Vick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come on.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Mean Joe Green able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Mean Joe Green able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now here's Vick. This one caught by Terrell Owens. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Michael Vick. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is First guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Vic. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Mayfield down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first down throw from Mayfield. That pass complete to Jim Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it here with Brown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, box truck, box truck. Coming to you, coming to you. Regular, regular, regular.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
part you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Mayfield. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Raiders 3. Graham Gano sets the kickoff.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Vick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Vick. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.